Hi, this is Sandy from Serving You Right, and in this video we're going to look at the differences between the tennis backhand and the paddle backhand. Now, the tennis court is obviously longer, so the backhand for tennis requires a lot more leg drive, a lot more pushing from the back leg to the front, and often there's the double-handed backhand. So most players at the recreational level especially use the double-handed, and in this they use a lot the left hand to get a lot of power on that ball to push the ball over the net and generate some good speed. Now, for tennis, the racket comes straight back here, similar to it would do to paddle. The only difference is in paddle, you hold the racket with the left hand on the throat and you drive the arms apart, finishing like this. Now tennis, the two hands are together and they go through and contact through like this, and the single-hander is a lot more down to up. There's a loop in the backswing and then you come below the ball and you finish above the ball, creating spin, a little bit of topspin over the ball to bring the ball down on the other side.
The Continental Grip is always used in paddle, so here you can see that the fact that I'm not using my wrist is important to make sure that I have a nice flat contact.
So a few major differences between the tennis backhand and the paddle backhand. In paddle, 99% of the time it will be a single-handed backhand. There are players that hit with the double-handed on certain occasions, but most of the time it will be single-handed. So if you're coming from the tennis court, you might as well learn that straight away, that you're going to hit a single-handed backhand. And then also, 99% of the time you'll hit a slice shot or you'll hit a flat shot in the court. You won't be hitting a topspin brushing up the back of the ball. So that's the second change. And then the third change is when you come back, you're not going to be using your wrist to flick up the back of the ball and create that spin. So you want to keep the forearm strong, the wrist strong, and really you're almost blocking the ball and hitting through it like this for a nice solid contact.
So to recap for paddle, most of the time you'll hit a single-handed backhand and you'll be looking for a flat or slice contact, always using the Continental Grip, keeping the wrist and forearm firm.